Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a right treat today. We have the Tyre Shredders Racing group, and with their famous Hoppers Academy, and it's round 4 at Road Atlanta. My word, what a track. Good golly, Miss Molly. This racetrack always kicks off. It's got an issue. It's got attitude problems, ladies and gentlemen. And no matter what I see race here, there is always drama and issues. And I love it. That's what I am here for. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Hoppers Academy. This is the Tyre Shredders Racing. And it's two 20-minute races. I think just using the medium tyres. But man alive, I do so many groups, I should have looked. They're in the middle of shifting over Discord. It's moving day for Tyre Shredders. I went to look for all the information in their usual place, and it was not there because they've moved over to another Discord. Yeah. I don't know if they're doing any kind of big announcement, but the Tyre Shredders are now merged to the left. And they're going to be becoming the URL, or a strand of URL, the Ultimate Racing League, which I also cover. So it's two worlds collide, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to do with me. Mark Wilson was there way before me. So, Slowpoke, like and subscribe. Get over to his channel, watch him. He is one of the best at calling races. Right then, so yeah, it's the Tyre Shredders for now until next season. I guess it'll be the Ultimate Racing League's Hoppers Academy or some such thing. They use an M6, and again, I'm pretty sure they just do 2 races on medium tyres. Hang on, let me see if there's any info. No. I'm seeing if I've got them. I might have taken a screenshot. I am famous, so I don't have to go hunting around in other people's Discords to take a screenshot and just have it on my phone, but I don't think I did. Look, we'll blag it. This is what we do here at Thingamajig's Racing Channel. We don't always know what we're doing, and we just pretend we do. So ignore all of that. Yes, 2 20-minute races, ladies and gentlemen, in the M6 Cup, and the tyres are to be confirmed. I'm pretty sure it's just medium tyres, both races, but you know, I've only done 3 of these beforehand and a season before. You'd think I'd know by now. Anyway, well, what am I doing? I'm getting sidetracked, and I've come out of the table, which is what the next thing was I was going to tell you. Right then. Here's the championship table. This is what you're all really interested in. Then we'll look at the grid. Then we'll get on with some absolutely banging racing. Froxy Dev then is at the top on 91 points. Giaquila is in second on 82 points. Ayrton is third on 78 points. Ladies and gentlemen, could it be much closer? I love it. Then we have Ravy Davy, winner from last round, in 4th on 71 points. We have Reedy in 5th on 64 points. Apex Wolf in 6th. Consistency gets you places, and he's on 55 points. Footy is in 7th on 46 points. Vane is 8th on 41 points. Staples is 9th on 40 points. Sai is 10th on 39 points. Hoppers is 11th on 32 points. Matty Alder is 12th on 28 points. Racing Sim is 13th on 24 points. Nando Loris is 14th on 24 points. Swifty is 15th on 18 points. Carlsberg is 16th on 14 points. 17th is Big Boat in 12 points. 18th for Hawkeye on 9 points. 19th for Johnny on 9 points. The Dog is 20th on 4 points. Taff is 21st on 3 points. Binder is 22nd on 3 points. And Ghost Pepper is 23rd on 2 points. 23 people in the championship. My word. For a lobby that holds 16, that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty impressive. They must be doing it in shifts. They're taking shifts on this championship. Right then. 2 thens in that one. Let's have a look at the grid, ladies and gents. Right, I believe it's a rolling start. And on pole position for the first time, I believe, this season, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Giaquila. Yes. Been knocking on the door of the top 3 all season, has been an absolute rocket, and finally, by round 4, he takes pole position. Ladies and gentlemen, what a grand job from Gia Keeler. Then in second place, it's the Proxy Dev. The Froxy Dev. I keep getting that mixed up. My F's and my P's. Mind my F's and my P's, ladies and gentlemen. So the Froxy Dev is in second and the championship leader. Will they want to mix it up? Will they want to mix it up with Gia Keeler? How much does this championship mean to them? Or can they just sit in second place and settle for the points and the championship? Third place on the grid, ladies and gentlemen, is Matti Alder. Matti Alder dipping his toe in a couple of worlds. I'm sure I cover him in something else. Is it League 4 of the Ultimate Racing League? Unbelievable. Great stuff. So Matti Alder then, sitting in third place again. He's 12th in the championship, so he needs the points. I don't think he took part in the first couple of rounds, just appeared last round and absolutely lit up the timesheet. So third spot goes to Matti Alder for now. Fourth is Ayrton. Ayrton has been scrapping all season, ladies and gentlemen, and is one of the fan favourites. They love him. They think he's a cheeky little chappy. He's got a glint in his eye that says, I would date your mother and your sister. So Ayrton then in fourth place, cheeky chappy. Sai, the original, the OG, ladies and gentlemen, and now with a livery. Wowzers. So Sai there in fifth as well. Sai's come back as an absolutely reprogrammed unit, ladies and gentlemen. He is a lean, mean fighting machine. So one to watch out for in the race. Good luck, Si. I'm rooting for you, man. Johnny is sixth. Johnny EAS. It's like an internet provider. And he is providing, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. So one to watch in the race is our man Johnny. He's sixth on the grid at the moment. Who, ladies and gentlemen, could not recognise the racing red of Ravy Davy? Ladies and gentlemen, the winner from last round is sitting seventh on the grid, but don't let that fool you, ladies and gentlemen. He's not all about that quick one-shot hit. He's here for the long run, ladies and gentlemen. He's about the lady. He's not about self-gratification. He's there to make sure she has a good time. Then in eighth place, ladies and gents, it's the Vane. And he's the... Oh, wow, what we got going on here? This is new, isn't it? Hey, like, that's the alien, isn't it? The Marshall? Not Marshall. Martian. The Martian. I love the Martian in my Looney Tune days. What do I say? And they're never over. If Looney Tunes is on the telly, I'm not flicking past. I'm sticking with it. What's up, Doc? So that's Vane then in eighth place, and I love it. I think that's brilliant. Sweet. Right then, ninth then, ladies and gentlemen, it's Footy. Footy is showing signs. He's had a shaky start this season, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute powerhouse last season. But the BMW seems to be a bit of a machine to handle. But this man Footy has climbed upon the top of it. He has harnessed the power. And, last round particularly, he was looking very spicy. So, ladies and gentlemen, watch the space. Ninth for Footy. These are all fast guys. I mean... Apex Wolf down here in 10th place. And again, another swift rider. Everyone's had a bit of a livery update today. It's lovely. I'm here for it. So Apex Wolf, usually riding in the black, has gone pink for this round, ladies and gentlemen, showing his support for his fellow gay brethren. No, I don't know. I don't know what his orientation is. I'm joking. Sorry, Apex. Man's in the chat saying, morning, mate. Then in 11th, it's the Pepper, ladies and gentlemen. Ghost Pepper back in the house. He's like a one-hit wonder. Usually he does one round and out. He's like, that's it. That's what you get. It's like... when you see a big celebrity like Pamela Anderson show up on a really rinky-dinky program like Dancing on Ice, but they're out the first week, and you think, yep, that was a one-and-done payment, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what we thought Ghost Pepper was, a one-and-done payment. But he is back. He is back round 4 for a little bit more. And I love it. Go on. The Doctor, I'm going to start calling him. The Dr. Pepper. So that's Ghost Pepper in 11th place. And in 12th, it's the man the series is named after. It is Hoppers, ladies and gents. The man, the mist, the mystery. He is the man that sets this all up. And, well, him and some dude called Chris. I only know these guys through Discord. And I don't even know if Chris runs in this. I don't know his username. I just know him as Chris. He might be one of these guys. I wouldn't know. But I like to try and stay on the outside. I'm like your Richard Attenborough of commentary, racing sim commentary. I try not to get too involved in the groups. I don't like to stir things up. I like to just stand on the outside and watch. Like a voyeur. Anyway. That's enough of that shenanigans. Shall we get on with this 20-minute race, ladies and gentlemen, and see how it goes? Is he on medium tyres? Because I think they're all racing on medium tyres for both races. No messing. None of that tyre rubbish. Let's just get on with some pure racing, ladies and gentlemen. So, Keela is leading around for the first time this series. It's Keela that takes them from the line, and it's racing now with the Froxy Dev. And I said, like, will he be cautious up against Keela with that championship in mind? And Matty Alder there. There's a gap from Ayrton not having as good a start as the others, and they're coming in strong here. And this is a tricky section to get through, ladies and gentlemen. At the moment, Keela handling it very nicely, but the Froxy Dev is closing in, and Matty Alder also on the periphery. Ayrton in 4th. He's gained his composure, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, watch your mothers. Sai is in 5th, braking hard. And Sai is looking for a podium today. I can just feel it. Johnny under pressure from Ravy Davey. Remember, Ravy Davey. Ayrton, ladies and gentlemen. Wowzers. We've had our first casualty of the day on board with our man Ayrton as he swings it in. Nothing different. Nothing's wrong. Everything's beautiful here. Onto the apex. And then, oh, just a little wide, and then it's goodbye and good night. Ayrton facing the wrong way, having a meeting with Barry R. A lovely little 3-point turn there. No, just a bang into the barrel. We couldn't find reverse, obviously. And here we go. Apex Wolf has had a really bad start as well for some reason. So Apex Wolf having an absolute shocking start is down in last, and Ayrton having a massive spin. It's all to play for at the front then. Keela, the Froxy Dev, Matty Alder are your top 3, with Johnny in 4th, being attacked by the Sai. The Sai fancying a piece of Johnny ahead of him. And he's got to get a shift on because he's got Ravy Davey and the Vane coming in strong. The Vane making a move on Ravy Davey. Ravy Davey going a little slidey in the corner. And that gives Vane the position. Absolutely nailed it, ladies and gentlemen. Ravy Davey with a slidey work under his buttski. And Ghost Pepper up to 8th now. And Footsy there in 9th. Footsy having a drop at the start as well, with the Hoppers in 10th. Still in the shout, but he's gone a little wide in that corner. And then we have Ayrton and the Apex seeing what they can do with what they've been dealt, ladies and gentlemen. Keela under threat. Keela, and the answer is, well, the Froxy Dev has no options. He can't just sit behind Keela for this race because he's got Matty Alder. But Matty Alder's picked up a penalty, and that is going to put him now a little bit further down. But pretty safe, I'd say, from the Vane. The Vane has got past Sai, Johnny, everyone. We've got to go back, ladies and gentlemen. That seems to be an absolute huge one. No, am I wrong? Yeah, he was behind these guys. So, yeah, he's there. He got past Ravy Davey. Ravy Davey went wide. We've got Sai all the way up in... he's trying to put a nut in the butt of Matty Alder, and it looked like he just did put a nut in the butt of Matty Alder. So, yeah, I think Sai gave Johnny... Matty Alder had nothing to do with it. Why is his butt getting nutted? Johnny, yeah, I think he got a little knock from the Sai there. And so Sai's lifted off, and that's helped the Vane through. And Ravy Davy right in the thick of this action, ladies and gentlemen, on board with Ravy of Daviness as we chase down Sai, Johnny, and the Vane. And he's going to have a look up in this braking zone, but he's a very brave man if he does know Ravy Davy. He knows what side his bread is buttered, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go, Sai getting a real squirrel on, coming out of that corner, the BMW, a real handful under acceleration. And we've still got Giaquila in the lead with the Froxy Dev, I imagine, really up and in his rear air as we're watching this little dogfight down here between Ravy Davy. Sai's gone. Oh, Sai, I thought had gone, but now he's just been pelted into the shadow realm. He manages to save the car and keep it on the road. And yeah, it looked like Ravy Davy was caught out by Sai's braking there, but Sai looked like he'd lost the car just before that. And Johnny there is trying to survive ahead of the shenanigans behind him. The Vane has dipped, ladies and gentlemen. The man has bounced. He has left the scene of the crime, and he is on his way to that top three. What's happening in the top three, I hear you ask? Interesting. Let's look. Matty Alder, the Froxy Dev, and Giaquila. It's a stalemate up at the front. No one is gaining on anyone. Giaquila holding the lead. Absolutely fantastic ahead of the Froxy Dev, who is pushing hard. And Matty Alder keeping them honest as the day is long, governor. So Matty Alder there pushing on. He fancies a win today. You can see the glint in his eye as he chases down the leaders. Further down, the Vane all on his own. Then we've got the Johnny trying to chase him down. Sai under pressure from Ravy Davy. Ravy Davy's gone for the move, and I pulled away. Ravy Davy goes for the move in the final corner. Beautifully executed there from the Davy of Ravy. Beautiful stuff, and he's going to go for a twofer, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to try and get that position ahead of him. He's very close. Holy moly, Johnny just holding on and trying to stay ahead of the racing red Ravy Davy that you cannot fool, you cannot get one by, and he will whip it up your inside. Ladies and gentlemen, be upstanding for Ravy Davy as he crafts, as he cooks, ladies and gentlemen. Sai there in the 7th place, not where he wanted to be come 5 minutes. It's only 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 20-minute race, and this has been hard hitting all the way. Half a second then for the Ghost Pepper as a penalised moment for going across the white lines. Footy in 9th, fighting with the Hoppers. That's not where he wants to be. He wants to be fighting with the Giaquila, but he's down with the Hoppers, and the Hoppers, I've got to say, is doing an absolute banging job this week. He's struggled with the BMW, it seems, in the first couple of rounds. Last round he was there on the back of the pack, and I've got to say now, he is more than on the back of the pack. He is in the pack, ladies and gentlemen. The Hoppers is chasing tail. Ayrton there, a survivor of Atlanta with Apex Wolf, also with issues. Giaquila leads, and it looks like he's got a gap now. He is gaping, ladies and gentlemen. Giaquila has created a gape behind him with the Froxy Dev under the pressure of Matty Alder. Matty Alder is giving it his all. He's done the fastest lap. Matty Alder is on the push, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this space, because Matty Alder is coming in hard, fast and strong against the Froxy Dev. There's a lot of pressure to put up with in these circumstances. Johnny is under the pressure as well. Vane's dropped back. Vane has lost a position. He's going to lose another position because Ravy Davy is cooking. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out, because Ravy Davy has stepped up to the stove, and man alive, is he cooking. Vane then down into 6th, and the Sai, who will want that position back, he'll be saying, hey, I believe that space in front of you belongs to me, my friend. And I'm sure Vane will be thinking, you can go hop onto a long train. Ghost Pepper then there in the... Oh, Ghost Pepper seems a bit wild there, but he's doing okay. And he's not that far behind the squabbling Sai and Vane. If these two start falling over each other, the Pepper of Ghosts will be in the action also, if he can stay on the grey stuff. Oh, Sai, as we were watching, Ghost Pepper loses the position. So, no, he doesn't. Sorry, Vane was already ahead. Oh, Sai, I thought he was ahead of the Vane. Sorry, I got mixed up. So, Sai has a big moment anyway whilst attacking the Vane. Where you go, but he caught it, didn't he? Scooped her up. Oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I thought, well, we'd cut to it. Is it somewhere else? No, that must have been it. Wow, look at me. I'm such a drama queen. Making something out of nothing. Unbelievable. Ghost Pepper then in 8th, chasing down. Sorry, Sai, that was now. It was really now. It wasn't worth even a reaction. Vane then in 6th, but Vane is under the pressure of Sai. Ravy Davy is hitting hard today, ladies and gentlemen, with Matty Alder right there. Matty Alder is on the Froxy Dead. No, the Froxy Dead's on Giaquila. Giaquila just about to lose the lead. Can he maintain? Unbelievable stuff. Giaquila must have made a mistake because he was pulling out a little bit of a gap to the 2nd and 3rd place. And now the Froxy Dev is all up and about his business. And he's taken the fastest lap in this race, and Matty Alder is on the scene to report any shenanigans. The Froxy Dev then pulls up alongside. It's a drag race down to the corner, and Giaquila is off his line, ladies and gentlemen, but he's got the inside, but no, he cannot do it. Oh, and the Froxy Dev had to borrow a little bit of extra track there as Giaquila comes through. Beautiful stuff, Giaquila not taking any prisoners, and Matty Alder also making a similar move on the Froxy Dev. And the Froxy, this is the problem with the racing, ladies and gentlemen. You go onto the attack, you leave yourself open, and that's what happened there. The Froxy Dev put it all on the line, went for the move, and somehow, some way, Giaquila held it on there. I mean, well, yeah, I think the Froxy had to lift, and he went off he leaned on the gravel a little bit there, probably had to lift. And then it gave Giaquila the opportunity to come back, and Matty Alder. So the Froxy Dev has to regroup. It's okay. We've still got a long way to go. We're only 9 minutes into this race, ladies and gentlemen. There is still a lot of racing to do. Johnny is still ahead of the Ravy Davy, and the Ravy Davy is getting tired of seeing the back end of that Burtmer. He wants to be ahead of it, and there is no need to be behind it anymore, he says. The Vane and Sai continue their ongoing battle from last season, really. These two always seem to find each other on the track, and it is always a wonderful and beautiful thing. Ghost Pepper then in 8th place. He's still not closed in on these guys. Sai, he's very close now. On board with the Sai, shall we? For a short spell. Matty Alder's now in the lead. Oh, hang on, no. Matty Alder pulling off a move. Oh, it looks similar. Oh, he had to put a lot of trust into Gia there. Gia could have absolutely ended his race there and then, and opted to do the honourable thing and just a little tap to say, oi, that's a bit rude. There was nothing rude about that, ladies and gentlemen. It's putting your balls on the line and taking the gold. Matty Alder then takes the lead from Giaquila and the Froxy Dev there. Is he thinking of the championship? Because he's just the closest man in the battle with that championship to him would be Giaquila. But he's good 9 points ahead of Giaquila. So I'm sure sitting just behind Giaquila, it's okay. But I'm sure that's not where the Froxy Dev wants to be. Johnny is still the thorn in Ravy Davy's gravy. It's not happening for him. The Vane still is ahead of the Sai, and the Sai's going for the move now. No, he can't quite pull it off there, and the Vane maintains. Ghost Pepper not closing in. This is the time he needs to close in on these two as they battle hard in the Burmoas and making their way around Road Atlanta. And I told you from the off that you can guarantee a lot of action from Road Atlanta. Footy then has got himself away from the Hoppers, but now he's got Ayrton on the ride to survive. Ayrton with that early spin, putting him right, well, not right at the back because the Wolf was there, but putting him quite far back, and he is slowly chipping away, trying to get by. Is he going to nail the Footy up the inside on the brakes? And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a brave right foot. Left foot, whichever foot he uses to brake, or thumb even. Footy then in 10th, Hoppers in 11th, and the Wolf is in 12th. Matty Alder leads with Giaquila in 2nd, the Froxy Dev in 3rd spot. Then we've got Johnny still ahead of the Ravy Davy. Ravy Davy just cannot penetrate Johnny. And that's, I suppose, what they were designed for. It's best that you can't penetrate them. Vane then in 6th, still ahead of the Sai. The Pepper in 8th, ahead of Ayrton. Now, can Ayrton close in on the Pepper? Footy in 10th, with the Hoppers in 11th and the Wolf in 12th. Matty Alder leads. Let's have a catch up, because there's been a lot of chat, ladies and gents. And it's just because there's been frantic racing, I've not been able to look at the chat. So let's just try and cut away quickly and look. And something will happen, you watch. So, yeah, we saw Mantis saying that you like Marvin. Oh, yeah, that's it, Marvin the Martian, innit? Martwin. Wayne saying good morning all. Janet saying morning thingy. Mantis saying keep an eye on the battle between me and Sai. Mantis saying was really good race. It's well, the Vane and Sai race has been something special. And now you guys are catching up. Johnny's lost the position to Ravy Davey. Oh, we've been watching that one. As we've been monitoring it, we'll go and look. So the Johnny has kept Ravy Davey. We know the outcome. We saw it. There's no point pretending. But we'll see how the Ravy Davey did it around the outside. Mofo, whoa! Mofo to the flow. Does Ravy Davey go? My good golly gosh, to your mother. Word to your mother, Davey. Wowzers. So Ravy Davey absolutely went for an oil spill there, went around the outside, putting him on the inside of the next corner, and my good golly gosh, Johnny just got literally wedgied. Vane then still ahead of the Sai, and the Sai's coming now, but there's a whole Vane in his way. My good golly, he had the momentum coming out of that corner, but unfortunately, Vane was there to be the block. Ghost Pepper still not closing in on these guys, and it's so tantalising. They're just there. It must be so frustrating for him. And then we've got Ayrton coming in hard and strong behind him, and Footy there in 10th place with the Hoppers in 11th, and he is being caught by Apex Wolf. We're 13 minutes into this race, and still with 7 minutes to go, Matty Alder leads with Giaquila in 2nd, and the Froxy Dev is in 3rd. The Froxy Dev is looking like he's closing in on Gia with a 19.9 last time around, 20.5, maybe not. We'll see this lap as Giaquila posts a lap time of 20.1, the Froxy Dev a 19.7, and it's the fastest of the race so far. So the Froxy Dev is starting to tighten that vice. Ravy Davey free from the shackles of the Johnny, is moving quite swiftly away from the pack, and the Vane, oh no, Sai has dropped. What the bejeebus is it gone on? Easy. Yeah, he's found out there's not much grip on the green stuff. He tried though, ladies and gentlemen. He nearly took the Ghost Pepper, and Ayrton goes through. So Sai, I'm sure he'll be feeling rather dismayed, I suppose, but that has been some fabulous driving from the Sai and some great racing, and there's still racing to be done as he's got Ayrton and Ghost Pepper ahead to attack the Vane now. The pressure is off. Can he go forth and attack the Johnny? With Ravy Davey in 4th place now, making his way. Ayrton closing in on the Pepper. Alongside Ayrton then, as we make our way through the pack, it's not bad. He dropped down to 11th, he's up to 8th, and it's a hard field to pull yourself up through, ladies and gentlemen. They're all rather swift drivers, and there we go then. It looks like Ghost Pepper had to make a little bit of an adjustment through that corner, losing himself some speed, and Ayrton absolutely executed it with precision. He's closing in now on Ghost Pepper, and he's picking what side. Ooh, Ghost Pepper making it very difficult for him, but no, Ayrton absolutely holds his line. And around the outside, a very similar move to Ravy Davey, and beautiful. Look at that. The racing respect between the two drivers is unbelievable, and Ayrton makes an absolutely precision move against the Pepper. Sai then, can he do something similar? Footy picked himself up a half-a-second penalty, but it looks like he's got the space to take it, as the Hoppers now is under close scrutiny by the Wolf of Apexes. Matty Alder leads, and my word, he's just taken the fastest lap, and he's built distance between the two championship leaders. Is at the top of the pile, and Giaquila is chasing him down. It's only a 6-week championship as well, ladies and gentlemen, so all of these points count. Ravy Davy in 4th with the Johnny in 5th ahead of the Vane, and the Vane has been very racy today. He's had the side to deal with most of the time behind him, but now he has been released from the shackles of Sai. Oh, what's going on? The Froxy Dev's through. The Froxy Dev's through. They're loving this overtake. I'm pretty sure this is just what we've seen where they put themselves on the outside, and we saw Ravy Davy doing it, and no, he's gone for the inside as the Froxy Dev. Now he's gonna try and late break this bad boy. A traditionalist, that's what I like, you see. It's all nice doing the flashy outside, around the outside stuff, but a good traditional overtake on the late break on the inside is still a very fashionable way to go. Very good, Froxy Dev, very good. Rah, rah, rah. And Giaquila isn't giving up on the spot, though. Giaquila fancies to come back. These two are absolutely neck and tuck, whatever, with each other in times. They really are close. Matty Alder, though, has dipped from the race, ladies and gentlemen. He is out in the lead, and he is there picking up maximum points as these two, Froxy Dev and Giaquila. Giaquila not giving away. This is a championship battle, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is the championship battle we're seeing right here. And Giaquila could do with Froxy Dev not finishing so well, especially ahead of him. Ravy Davy in 4th, ahead of Johnny. Johnny is the block today, ladies and gentlemen. Like you know, the UK nickname for a Durex being a Johnny, because it stops everything, and Johnny living up to that name. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I know you don't want to be referred to as a sheath of some kind, but you are doing the job of the sheath, ladies and gents. So Johnny not letting anything through. There's not going to be any happy mistakes here, with the Vane hunting him down. Ravy Davy got through though, didn't he? Eh? So they're not 100% effective. Giaquila absolutely giving the Froxy Dev a lot to think about here. The Froxy Dev is having to race the race of his life, and it's not even for the win. Unbelievable stuff. Fighting hard over 2nd place. The Matty has dipped. He's left the building. And Ravy Davy there in 4th, staying. Well, he's not staying way ahead of Johnny. Johnny's still there. If Ravy Davy makes a small mistake, Johnny is there to clean up. Vane in 6th, Ayrton in 7th. The Footy is in 8th, ahead of the Sai. Apex Wolf has dispensed, ladies and gentlemen, of the Hoppers, and now is chasing down the Sai. Hoppers there in 11th place. Did we have 12? We've lost someone. Who's had a bit of a squin? Oh, Ghost Pepper. He can't take it, ladies and gentlemen. He can't stay with it, can he? Didn't he dip in the other race as well? I think it was a disconnect, in all fairness, and we'll say this one was a disconnect. So Matty Alder at the moment doing a fine job, and we are now nearly a minute from the end of the race. And Apex Wolf saying hello, bad round all for around for me. And Janet saying great racing for everyone. It's fantastic stuff we're seeing out there. So Matty Alder absolutely pounding the Road Atlanta there. And Froxy's pulled well away from Gia. Oh, Gia had a 23. He obviously put it all in, ladies and gentlemen. Tip, shaft and balls. And he's ended up coming out a few seconds behind the Dev. Ravy Davy looking good as we come on to the final lap. Johnny is not going to be able to attack the Ravy of Davy. Ravy Davy is doing the business there. Racing Red Ravy Davy is showing his brilliance here. Johnny then in 5th. Ayrton's got past Vane and Foot. Wow, Footy, who's dropped? No one, I suppose. But Footy seems higher up. Sai did drop earlier. But yeah, so Ayrton has got past the Vane. Oh, Ayrton, that's not bad. That's not a bad day's work, is it? He's not going to try and hit the Johnny, is he? No, Ayrton, that's enough now. Johnny has put a shift in, ladies and gents. He has had to drive defensive with a capital D. And let's see how far Matty is away from the line. Wow, we've got to watch him. He's just coming up, isn't he? Around the final corner then, Matty Alder, ladies and gentlemen, starting third on the grid, absolutely planted his race and got the win. Great stuff. Froxy Dev comes home in second place. That championship's safe, bruv, with Giaquila, and he put it all in there, ladies and gentlemen, everything, and come out on the podium. Well done, Giaquila. I'm sure he doesn't feel that way. Ravy Davy then comes around and gets himself a fine fourth. Johnny survives another fight and comes in fifth, Ayrton in sixth. Then we have Vane in seventh, Footy bringing it home in eighth. That's not bad. He started in ninth, I suppose. You're up one, but they disconnected. So Footy in eighth, Sai in ninth. He'll be disappointed. Apex Wolf coming home in 10th. He's already said in the chat he just had a very bad round. And the Hops, I tell you what, he's been further back. Let's all be honest with each other. So that's not a bad race from the Hoppers. Progress. Do you know what? In all fairness, the Hoppers, he hosts it. I think he runs it. There's some bloke called Chris around as well, but I don't know who he is. But the Hoppers, I mean, he has to rush home from work and get this all up and running. I've seen him in Discord saying, oh, lobby's going to be about 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, because he's on his way home from work. The man is a machine. Straight from work, straight onto GT7. That is dedication. That is dedication, ladies and gentlemen. So Matty the man, ladies and gents, hits it hard in the Bertmer and takes the first win from round 4. But don't you worry, we've got another race to go. A reverse grid, and we're going to do it all over again. So brace yourselves. Dual sense battery already. I tell you what, I'm getting ripped off with these controllers. Right, give me 1 sec, because we've got to unplug and put... Jackie Wilson said, na 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 na. Just checking. Just mic, check. With the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Right then, moving on to the second race. My little race sim, pro sim racing fans. Sorry, not my fans, pro sim racing fans. Oh, I don't know why I talk sometimes. Just quiet is works. It's so hot out there, ladies and gents. It fries the brain. I've just shifted from night shift to day shift in a one weekend. It's blown my brain parts into 4 sections. And, yeah. So I'm hoping the stream's all right, but I am flying in my head. I'm in another dimension. I don't know if it's up or down, if it's day or night. I know it's wham. And which is annoying because it doesn't usually get warm in our house. We've got one of those, I don't know which way we face. You think I would. Spent a lot of money on the house. But, see, little things like that I don't care about. But yeah, in the afternoon, the sun's in the garden at the back, so it gets really warm. But it must be so hot out there. Even though our house is in the shade in the mornings, it's really warm in this dining room. In all fairness, I've got everything closed. I didn't want to be shouting at 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning out in the garden. All the neighbours were partying last night as well. Oh my God. I hope they're not subscribed, but they're not. I don't think they even know I do this, but man alive, they paid for one of the worst singers I've ever heard. She did Miley Cyrus's bloody Flowers, and I wanted to cry. Anyway, here we go. Race 2. Hoppers is leading them away with Apex Wolf. It was bad singing, man. She was singing songs she oughtn't have sung. At first we thought it was karaoke, but it was one chick all the way through the party. Shocking. Hoppers then leads the way with Apex Wolf in second. Asai, hope she was a family friend and they didn't pay for that. Footy in 4th. Then we've got the Vane in 5th. Oh, tight, ladies and gentlemen. Here as Ravy Davy, did he make his way past Johnny? No, I think he finished ahead. No, he did. He would have been behind Johnny. So Ravy's made his way through past the Johnny already. Giaquila there in 9th. He's having a look at the blue and yellow Bertmer were 4 away past with Ghost Ghost Pepper. Oh, the Pepper returns again. He likes to come back, does Ghost Pepper. Froxy Dev in 10th, but he's picked up a penalty already, and the Matty will be there, happy to pick up the position from the Froxy Dev. That's one a little bit of less hard work he has to do. The Hoppers has picked up a 1 second penalty. So the Wolf, ladies and gentlemen, takes the lead, and Hoppers drops like a brick. Sai up and into second place with the Footy in third. And then we've got a whole gaggle of Pro Sim racers, ladies and gentlemen, here as Hoppers tries to make his way around the outside of everyone, not try and stay out of the way of everyone that was coming through. So Vane made up a position there. Oh, Footy's gone for the Wolf, but he's picked up a penalty. Oh my word, what is going on here? All sorts of shenanigans. So, oh, there you go. The Wolf was a bit wide coming through that corner, trying to stay out of the way of it all. Sai takes the lead, and then the Footy comes up at the inside, and I mean, there was a racing incident, I'm sure, but poor old Apex got absolutely wiped out. Nice. I mean, if you can't win them, then make the crash most spectacular. And Apex Wolf there giving us an absolute beautiful sign of... And the yellow flag there for Gia. Gia's had an off as well. My good golly gosh, Gia towing. Oh, just ran out of track, didn't he? Ran out of track and tried to do some mowing, and then that barrier, we all know that barrier that play the game, caught him. Ooh, so Sai leads, ladies and gentlemen. Vane in second. Ayrton is in third place, with Ravy Davy in fourth, Johnny in fifth, Matty in sixth. Then we've got the Ghost Pepper with a half a second penalty in seventh. The Froxy Dev, who had a penalty, he's got rid of that, is in eighth. Hoppers is in ninth. Footy is in 10th. Apex is in 11th. Oh, someone going very slow. Footy going really slow for some reason. Does he feel like it was his fault with... Oh, well, was it? No, not really. He was coming around the corner. He had nowhere to go. I don't think Footsy should take the blame on what happened to Apex there. He may have self-imposed a penalty there on himself to let the Wolf through, but, I mean, the Wolf was off the road. He was going slower. There's only room for two people in that corner. I don't really know what Footsy could have done about it, to tell you the truth. And so Footy then goes to the back as Gia Keeler comes through. Apex Wolf then in 10th place, trying to make a best of the bad situation as Ghost Pepper has a moment, and Ghost Pepper returns to the track. And let's hope he doesn't have a disconnect again. Sai leads. I know, so much action down the field. We're not giving Sai the credit that he needs to be had for leading the race at this point. This is what happens when you put a proper livery on your car, Sai. Ayrton then in second place, chasing him down, and I mean that's a nervous thing for Sai. You've got to have a worry when you've got Ayrton chasing you down, especially after Ayrton's first race. He will be driving absolutely crazy mad. Ravy Davy in third, then the Froxy Dev going up with the Johnny. And my good golly gosh, Johnny has had to do some racing today, hasn't he? He has had to be doing some absolute defensive driving as the Froxy Dev looks for another way past. On board with the Froxy Dev as we go drag racing down the straight. And it's side by side here for Froxy Dev, and Johnny's got to have his awareness, know that there's a car there. Now we've seen this move work a few times here, around the outside, get the inside of this corner, and then take dominance coming out of the corner, and the Froxy Dev does it well. And Matty Elder says if you're giving places away, and poor old Johnny got mugged right off there from Matty. Matty saw an opportunity and went through, and now Matty's going for the championship leader. The Froxy Dev having to do some defensive driving, cannot enjoy the overtake just yet, as he's got the Matty all up and about his business. Let's sit on board with Matty Alder to see how he does, ladies and gentlemen. In the chat we've got Janet saying, good to see Footy giving Apex his place back. Shame though, Footy was in a good position. Well, yeah, I know, and I don't think Footy I don't think it was his fault. Coming around that corner, I mean, I'm not a steward, I don't know, but I know Apex Wolf had an off. He wasn't going as fast as he probably could have been going through that corner, or should have been going. And Footy, he can't just disappear off the track, can he? It's I just think it's one of them. They were both there, and there was nothing could be done about it. So it looks like Matty attack on the Froxy Dev there has come to an end. The Froxy Dev waking up and getting out of dodge. Ravy Davy has slowly worked his way up and into a third place. Sai's the fastest man on the track. Sai is doing it for himself, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa! Sai doing it for himself. Come on, Sai. I believe in you, my friend. I believe in you. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. If you all believe hard enough, if you all really tried out there, it's like the Christmas magic. If you really believed in Santa, he will come. That's why it's imperative we keep the young believing, because as soon as they stop believing, it's it. It's over. Society falls apart, ladies and gentlemen. So, like that, let's believe in the Sai. The Silent Ninja, I think I called him last round. And he's so Silent Ninja that you can only see the S and the I of the Silent Ninja name. The rest of it's blanked out for his own safety. But at the moment, Sai is slinging Burma words, and I am here for it. Ayrton, though, wants to destroy the dream. Like the many women's hearts he has broken and crushed along the way, Ayrton now wants to destroy Sai. Ravy Davy in third, and we've got a fight here with Matty and the Froxy Dev. Matty is ahead of the Froxy Dev. He finally gets the move, but we've seen this move. We know this move, but he doesn't. He can't get up alongside the Alder. So Matty holds position there ahead of the Froxy Dev. And unbelievable racing here from the Froxy Dev and Matty Alder. Great stuff here at Road Atlanta, and they are eking ever closer to Ravy Davy, who is just ahead of them. Johnny EAS is holding on to the tarmac for dear life with Apex Wolf there, who started with a pretty bad race. He's up to 7th now. Giaquila in 8th, Footy in 9th. What a shame for Footy. It's not the race he deserved, really. He was in a good position. Ghost Pepper in 10th, with the Vane in 11th, and the Hop Man is in 12th position. He's probably feeling tired now. He's probably feeling it. So the Sai is leading, and we are believing, aren't we, out there, ladies and gentlemen? You are really, truly holding on to the dream, yes? I need you. I've never asked anything from people who watch my channels. I don't usually, I ignore them. I try and not acknowledge that anyone does watch. Do it for me, not for you. It's just a byproduct that you get to watch this, but it's just for me to get all of the words out of my head. So, we've got to believe, people. We've got to hold on to the hope that Sai can keep this going. He's got 12 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. A 120.1 last time out for the Sai. What's he going to do this time? Slings it in, a 20.3. Ayrton, 20.1. This might be enough. It might be enough. You don't know. You don't know, but Ayrton is absolutely slinging Burt Mert and Sai is going to feel the pressure soon. And Ravy Davy then is up to 3rd. Johnny, who was 3rd? Was it Ravy Davy? Yeah, Ravy Davy was. But Ravy Davy under pressure from Matty Alder. Now, Ravy Davy's a racer, ladies and gentlemen. So Matty Alder, it might not come all that easily for him, which gives the Froxy Dev a huge opportunity to get in. I think we saw Matty Alder gaining a position on Johnny there from Froxy Dev's overtake. So maybe the Froxy Dev fancies the same against Ravy Davy. But again, Ravy Davy, a winner this season, isn't one to be given up a position easily unless he goes a little bit wide. And then Matty Alder just gets to swoosh on by. Look how cool he looks. Swoosh. So Matty Alder, that was a given, really. And the Froxy is going for it as well. The Froxy trying to go for it, and they both do. Poor old Ravy Davy, one slight off. And now the Froxy's lining himself up for that outside overtake we've seen so many times, and he's doing it, ladies and gentlemen. No, he is not. Matty Alder later on the brakes and through, and now Froxy Dev has left himself wide open for a move from the Davy of Ravy. Not so much. The Froxy Dev, he covered that one off quite nicely, actually. I thought he'd lost a bit of time coming out of that corner, and the Ravy was going to go on the attack, but Ravy making a small mistake in turn 1 and is giving the space now to Froxy Dev, as the Froxy Dev and Matty Alder still battle onwards. Ayrton, 20.0 for him last time around. Sai, 20.0. Come on, Sai! We can do this. You're believing, aren't you, out there? I can feel it. I can feel it. from the world above. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you the gospel. Come on, Cy. Ayrton, though, I mean, I've nothing against Ayrton. I just want to see Cy win a race. That would be fantastic. So, Cy slinging word, but it just isn't easy, especially when you've got Ayrton chasing you down. Matty Alder and the Froxy Dev coming in strong, and Ravy Davy now under pressure from Johnny. Johnny's woke up, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny has just woke up and he knows he's in a race, and he can see a podium ahead of him if he just tries a little bit harder, ladies and gents. So Johnny AES hunting down Ravy Davy in the Racing Red Burma Were. And then we've got the Froxy Dev hunting down Matty Alder. Ayrton trying to get closer to the Cy. The Cy 20.1 last time out. 20.09. It's enough, Cy. It's just enough. Just enough to give your kids a treat. Come on, Cy. Give me a finger and a fudge. Ravy Davy, then Johnny in 6th, Apex in 7th. Absolutely, he's doing the Nemo. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, and something's going to happen. Giaquila, a big player in race 1, is just not getting the Burma Were to do what he wants it to do here in race 2. Giaquila in 8th, trying to hunt down the Wolf. Footy in 9th with his earlier issues with the Wolf. And now he's trying to make the best of a bad situation. And the Ghost Pepper in 10th, with the Vane in 11th, and the Hoppers there in 12th. The Hoppers has slipped back a little bit. He's not having a stronger second race as he did the first race, and picking up a penalty. Cy then slinging Burma Were out there in the lead. Ayrton chasing him down. It's getting tighter, but so far we are doing okay. A 20.2 from the Cy. Oh no. A 19.8 from Ayrton. I'm not against Ayrton. I love Ayrton. I think he's brilliant. But I want Cy to win, man. I'm sorry. It's coming. He deserves this one. Matty Alder is still ahead of the Froxy Dev, but the Froxy Dev lining up the Alder as best he can. These two are absolutely on the limit, ladies and gents. These two are proper racing. These guys aren't sitting in their living room or their gaming room or whatever it is they've got. They are in there. They are there, ladies and gentlemen. In their heads, they are going around Road Atlanta at 80, 90, 100 odd miles an hour, whatever speed this car goes at. It's a Group 3, so it should be quite swift. And they are actually there, ladies and gentlemen. This is real. Be under no illusion. So, why do I keep pressing that button to come out of that? Do you know what? I'm a lunatic. So, Matty Alder, though, he has pulled a bit of a gap out to Froxy Dev. It's looking rather good for him, but here we see the Froxy Dev closing in again. I think it's parts of the track. They're better than other parts. Ravy Davy in 5th. Being chased by the Johnny. Johnny absolutely slinging Burma Were. He fancies that 5th place. Let's have a look at Ravy Davies' last lap. 21.0. Johnny 20.7. 3/10 faster. Well, 2/10. And it's closing in. Oh no, Apex Wolf with a penalty. And just about to lose the position from Giaquila. Giaquila is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, Gia's on fire. Come on, Giaquila, we can do this. So Giaquila absolutely slinging Burma Wers, and he's not taking any prisoners today. Every point counts. He's got the Froxy Dev, who he's fighting the championship with, right up there in 4th place. He's down in 8th. Oh, the BMW's revenge. It has hit Gia hard. Where's Footy? Footy coming up upon them, but I think Giaquila can get going again. And unbelievable, where you drive a rear-wheel drive. Well, they're all the Group 3 cars are rear-wheel drive, but the BMW is famous for that early acceleration spin. And Footy then, and Ghost Pepper coming in hard, and Ghost Pepper with a penalty, but he wants to get the move done on Footy. Nice stuff as Footy goes a little bit wide, and the BMW is a handful here, but I'm sure Footy's going to get that position back because the Pepper has to pay a penalty. And there you go. So Footy coming up and back across the Pepper. Apex Wolf. I nearly called him Apex Bloom there, because there's an Apex Bloom around in URL. So Apex Wolf then in 7th. Johnny has caught the Davy up. The Ravy of the Davy is now under some pressure from Johnny. We have got less than 5 minutes of this race. Let's see how Sai's doing. Phew. Come on, Sai. We believe in you. I'm trying not to go to it too much. I don't want that commentator's curse thing that they talk about happening to Sai. Sai at the moment, though, is losing ground. It's a 20.3 last time from Sai. Ayrton at 20.1. He's chipping away, ladies and gentlemen, but we have only got 4 minutes of the race to go. Can Sai survive, ladies and gentlemen? The Silent Ninja is doing what the Silent Ninja does. And Ayrton, he is pushing on. Crazy racing here we are seeing. Then we've got Matti Alder being pushed all the way by the Froxy Dev, and the Froxy Dev wanting to get maximum points out of this race he can, whilst Giaquila is further down in the lurches of the pack. So the Froxy Dev are really pushing on, but Matti Alder is on his day today, ladies and gentlemen, and he's not playing around. Ayrton getting ever closer to the side. OMG, I'm going to actually cry real tears. You know that. Come on, Sai. Are you still believing out there? I need you to believe. Come on, it's not just messing about. I'm not playing it. You've got to believe in Sai. Give him your force. I know this race happened like a week ago, but still, we can believe and move that feeling back in time. That's how powerful our belief has to be. So you've really got to believe, you know, you've really got to dig deep on that belief there. So Sai then in the lead of this race, but for how long? It's looking very difficult for him. A 21-0 from Sai and a 21-2. So something, you know, something of light there. And I feel bad for it, and like I'm really going against him, but I really want Sai to win it, you know. I think Ayrton's won one. Matti Alder has pulled away from the Froxy Dev now. The Froxy Dev has been putting nothing but pressure on Matti Alder, but it's all come to naught. Oh, did someone spin then? No. I saw someone coming up over the hill and it looked like they were sideways. It wasn't footy. No, just tripping. Tripping balls, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know what that was. Sai then, Ayrton. Oh, it's tight stuff between these two. With only 2 more minutes left of racing, the Froxy Dev is ahead of Matti Alder, so maybe we did see something. There, that's what I saw. That is what I saw, ladies. I thought I saw a putty cat. So Matti Alder, yeah, we saw him. He lost the beamer, ladies and gents. Oh, a little bit wide, the arse end of it, just wanting to come around, but he had to struggle and fight her back, and the Froxy Dev just gets given it like candy from a baby, eh? So the Froxy Dev up and into 3rd, and Matti Alder confirms I'm not going mad. Oh, thank the Lord. Sometimes you do, I have to question whether or not my madness is real or not. So the Froxy Dev then is ahead of Matti Alder, with Ravy Davy in 5th place, and he hasn't got that pressure from Johnny anymore. Then we have the Apex Wolf ahead of Giaquila. We saw Giaquila absolutely drop it like it was hot. And he's still in 8th though. Footy unable to close in, with the Vane in 10th, Ghost Pepper in 11th, and these guys are all pretty close together. We haven't covered them too much, I do apologise. And the Hopper's in 12th, but it's Sai. That's because Sai is such a big story, ladies and gentlemen. Ayrton, can he close in? Are you believing? Come on! Froxy Dev in 3rd, but the Matty's got a slipstream. The Matty pulling up alongside him. It's going to be the battle of the brakes as they come to the corner. It looks like Matty already ahead. Swoosh, swoosh for the Alder, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely no playing, no messing. The Alder absolutely got that one. The Froxy Dev back in 4th place. Ayrton chasing down the side. The side in the fastest lap of the race. Come on, you silent bloody ninjas! Sai, the fastest lap of the race when he needed it the most. He's pulled deep, and I blame you guys. It's you guys are doing this. The power of belief, ladies and gentlemen, the power of belief. Ayrton then hunting. The Froxy Dev back ahead of Alder. Oh my word, these two are having a blast, aren't they? So the Froxy Dev back ahead of Matty Alder. And what is going to come? Who is going to finish in third? It is a big question. Ravy Davy pulling away from the Johnny. Apex Wolf miles away from Giaquila. Giaquila takes the fastest lap of the race with Footy in 9th, the Vane in 10th. Ghost Pepper has absolutely parked it for some reason, and you can't park there, sir. And Hopper's in 11th. I hope someone's not going to hit him. Where is he parked? Somewhere ridiculous. He is off the racing line, but you could have pulled into the pits, my friend. So Sai, he's waiting for that final lap, isn't he? Sai, ladies and gentlemen, comes around that final corner for the final time, and I think yellow flag, so it wouldn't even matter. Ayrton can't overtake him. And it's a win for Sai. Ayrton in second, and Matty Alder does get that third in the end against the Froxy Dev. Great racing from the pair of them. Ravy Davy comes home in 5th place with Johnny in 6th. Apex Wolf comes home in 7th spot. That's not a bad ride. He's had a rough race with that early involvement with Footy. And Apex then in 7th. Giaquila comes home in 8th. Not the race he was probably hoping for, but still, all the points count. Footy comes home in 9th. Ooh, and the Vane was giving him something to think about come the end of this race. But Footy there in 9th with the Vane home in 10th. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bitches and bros, that, like I promised you at the very top, was epic. And that is just, you don't get anything less from Road Atlanta. It really is a track that kills up the spills, the thrills, and the heartaches. Huge congratulations to Sai, and a huge thank you to all of you out there that actually used the belief system. I'm pleased it might have actually worked, because I was going to really tell you guys off if Ayrton got past. I was going to blame you all. You were all going to get noted. Oh, Mantis saying I had to back off Footy because of that yellow flag. Yeah, no, unfortunately, Dr. Pepper, I mean, Ghost Pepper kind of, I know they didn't want to do another lap. Why not? Why wouldn't you want to do another lap of this gorgeous track in a BMW? One wonders. I'm rinsed. I'm meant to be doing 2 more streams today, but the heat and the excitement has it's rinsed me out, my ladies and gents. So yeah, I didn't even drink my coffee. Look at that. That race has been so hard hitting. I didn't even get to enjoy my brew during it. That's all right. I'm going to have a nice smoke and brew as soon as we get out of here. Whew. Janet saying well done to all racers. So thank you very much. Yes, thank you on the driver's behalf. So Sai gets the win. Beautiful stuff. Well earned. Well driven. Ayrton pushed him all the way. Superb stuff from Ayrton. And Matty Alder, that third with a beautiful battle with the Froxy Dev. It was something special, that pair. You pair, thank you very much. Ravy Davy in 5th with the Johnny in 6th. Apex doing the best of a bad situation, really. He said it was a bad round for him, but 7th with the shenanigans he had at the beginning. That's not bad. Giaquila in 8th. Footy, unfortunate for Footy. I don't think anything was wrong there. I don't know. I'm not a steward, but yeah, Footy self-penalising himself in the race. I don't think he needed to, though, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they already know because it happened a week ago. So they're all shook it off and they're looking forward to the next race, which I'd love to tell you what it is, but I never know. And I like it as a surprise sometimes. I like to turn up and see where we're racing. It's fun. Vane in 10th, the Pepper in 11th, and the Hoppers in 12th. And it's a huge congratulations to the Sai. Janet saying, great stream thingy, really enjoyed this. Oh, thank you. Bless you. Oh, yeah, you know. And thank you for believing. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, that's that. Next, coming up on Thingamajig Racing Channel. I'm so corporation now, like advertising. The next streams I've got on my list, anyway. is the URL F-Type Series using the Shags and the Virtual Racers Club GTMC, their own manufacturer's cup. So 2 more on my list before it all goes crazy again, because today's Sunday and I have 2 leagues racing on a Sunday night. So that's 2 replays before we've even started next week. Great stuff. I just want to say thank you to all of you anyway, just from the, a real one. I know I'm just arsing about all the time and just acting like a clown, but I don't do this. I do this for my own self-gratification. I do this because I have lots of thoughts. I'm an overthinker, and I find doing this commentary stuff really does take me out my head for at least an hour. I'm not concerned about the world imploding on itself. So it's a beautiful thing. It really does help me and my mental health. I'm not a mentalist. I'm not saying I'm crazy. I'm just saying the comms, the streams, they help. They just help. It's just a nice hour off from myself. Take a break from myself. So, this is more for me than it is for you. But the fact that you guys get involved and you watch, it blows me away. It really does. I can't believe it. It's lovely. So I just want to say a big heartfelt thank you for you guys, because you don't have to watch this crap. It's me talking rubbish. But I appreciate that you do. I just want you to know that. Thank you very much. It's been emotional, guys. Tyre, peace and love. Peace and love.